The United Conservatives are under fire again for comments made by a couple of its candidates. Drayton Valley-Devon candidate Mark Smith is facing backlash for comments he made on same-sex love back in 2013. Another UCP candidate is under fire for similar comments. The NDP says Livingstone McLeod's Roger Reid was communications director for the First Alliance Church in 2003. When a newsletter with a review of the book, The Homosexual Agenda, was released. Both men have either apologized or said their views have changed. Danielle Smith with Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us to continue this conversation today. What are you focusing on around these issues on your show today, Danielle?
Well, I'm less concerned about Roger Reid because I think we have to remember there was a pretty historic change that happened in 2004, and it was a complicated time. There was some resistance. And so if you had more conservative views back in 2003 in Alberta, you probably weren't alone in that. We are now 15 years in, though, to allowing and honoring same-sex marriage. Most people have friends and colleagues and people in their lives who are perfectly happy being able to live out, perfectly successful and perfectly supported. And so when you have politicians that are trying to fight an old 2004 battle, you have to wonder, why is somebody with such marginal views running in this riding? They're the ones who are out of step. That's how I don't think Mark Smith should be a candidate. I think that he should have been vetted out. He should have also been, that should have been discovered through the nomination process. I don't think that he can just say, I apologize, because part of the problem with him is that by making these comments just before he then ran for nomination and election, is you have to question how is he going to be able to do his job in this new environment. There are kids who might want to come to his constituency office because their principal won't allow at GSA, and he's supposed to help them. There might be a gay couple that need help adopting a child through the social services program. He'll need to help them. There might be a transgender a constituent who comes because they can't get local medical care. He has to help them. And now he's put on the record how he feels about their lifestyle and them. That's going to have a chilling effect. I don't think if you have such strident views, then if you and you're seeking a leadership position, do it within your church hierarchy. But if you're going to run for public life, you have to be a good candidate. You have to be able to serve all your constituents. And I think the people of Drayton Valley would be justifiable in saying that he's just a mismatch for their riding. I think he should step down.
Did Jason Kenney misstep, though, then in his reaction?
Well, Jason, I think, I can separate the two, because I think that Jason, as a political, or as in conservative politics federally, as citizenship and immigration minister, he paved the way for a program to allow for citizens who are, or refugees who were facing persecution and potential death in their home country to have an easy path here. I mean, there were 100 gay men from Iran that he paved the way to come to Canada to seek asylum, and those programs have continued. And so I think that Jason has genuinely demonstrated that whatever views he may have held 30 years ago, he's demonstrated that he accepts the new reality. But those who don't, I don't think that they should be there. I understand the complication. If Mark Smith is removed from the position now, that means the UCP can't have a candidate there because the nomination is closed. That's why I think he should do the right thing and say, I recognize that I could potentially take this entire party down with me. I'm not that important, and make the decision to resign himself.
Much more on your show today, starting at 9:30 on Global News Radio. Thanks, Danielle.
Yeah, my pleasure.